Montgomery County tonight, a firefighter's nightmare. Not enough water to put out the flames.
High-rise living. It's a commonly accepted part of our modern daily lives. But whether you think about it or not, every moment you spend in a high-rise hotel, apartment, or condominium, every day you work in a high-rise office building, you are taking a chance, a gamble that could cost you your life or the life of a loved one. The reason? High-rise fires. They happen all too frequently, with no warning, and often with no ready means of escape. Standard safety features frequently prove to be inadequate, and once normal exits become blocked by flames or smoke, there is no effective way out. In many cases, even when the fire department arrives in time, they are helpless in rescuing victims trapped on higher floors due to the limitations of their ladder equipment. In fact, most high-rise fire fatalities occur when victims are overcome by smoke while making futile attempts to find a safe exit. Fire. It happens. And it could happen to you in any city at any time of the day or night. And if it does, your safety and the safety of your family, friends, and associates may depend on what you do today.
And residents of Maple Street say that fire brings back some bad memories of another tragedy in their neighborhood. In April of 1994, 5 children died when fire destroyed their home on Oak Street, just a block away from today's fire. The victims were all trapped on the second floor. Investigators also found that fire started.
Everyone was out but one.
He is missing.
A medevac helicopter was called in for an aerial search of the neighborhood for 5-year-old Daniel Gaskins. Family members say they thought he had run off because he was playing with matches and apparently started the fire.
Smoke clouds towered into the air just after 10 this morning over the 200 block of West Maple Avenue. More than 70 firefighters from a number of local companies did their best to douse the blaze, but for a 5-year-old boy still inside, this day would turn into a tragic, untimely ending to his life.
A firefighter's nightmare. Not enough water to put out the flames. Fire crews pumped and trucked water to a burning warehouse from as far as 3 miles away. Now, after tackling the fire, the water problems continue for the people living in 3 Montgomery County communities.
Flames showed no mercy, licking at the 2 buildings again and again and again. If not for an inside sprinkler system that helped bring the fire under control within an hour, authorities say about 24 families probably would have been evacuated.
On account of the lumberyard being over here, we did put about 25 families on standby on North Main Street here. If the lumberyard would have went, then we'd have to get them families out of there.
Huge blaze at a lumber yard in Ambler. It broke out at 5:30 this morning at the Kraft Lumber Company on Race Street near Maine. 7 fire companies responded and managed to contain it, but it was so intense that SEPTA was forced to stop traffic on the R5 Lansdale-Doylestown line. 2 Wissahickon firefighters suffered sprained ankles. They are okay. Officials have said that the cause of the fire is, quote, suspicious.
A firefighter's nightmare. Not enough water to put out the flames.
Tonight, a suspicious fire destroys an Ambler business.
Just before sunup this morning, it burned out of control for hours, sending flames hundreds of feet into the air. The inferno engulfed a 2-block square area, and at one point it threatened the entire downtown section of Ambler.
I'm surprised that everything is still intact through this whole business area here. Like I said, there was a lot of fire showing when I first arrived.
SEPTA's R5 train service between Center City and Lansdale returned to normal at 2:30 this afternoon after being disrupted for 9.5 hours. Fire investigators have been here throughout the day, and officials confirm the source of the fire looks suspicious. The police and fire marshal will be meeting tomorrow to go over the evidence.
Firefighters had quite a time battling the intense heat and the embers spreading flames across SEPTA's regional rail. Cliff Deck lives across the street from the lumberyard.
My apartment was 90 degrees up here. I mean, just from the radiant heat coming in, it hurt your face. You couldn't stand it. As I say, the Venetian blinds were so hot you couldn't touch them.
2 volunteer
They can be a temple of doom, a place where you, your associates, or loved ones could become trapped by smoke or flames. fire could happen any time of the night or day. Can you escape high-rise hotel or apartment fires? Earthquakes may destroy all the normal exits. While traveling abroad, terrorist attacks could demand a quick escape. Is your home really as safe as you think? When the unexpected disaster occurs and cuts off the usual exits,
And the safety of your family, friends, and associates may depend on what you do today.
Ironically, this deadly fire happened right around the corner from another fatal fire just 5 years ago. 5 children killed in a similar row house fire. This neighborhood has had more than its share of tragedy.